Hello, you sexy YouTube mother lovers! It's Airsoft Al, the common man's airsofter, who's basically using another much more bigger, much more popular YouTuber's intro because, of course, we're talking about him. We're talking about the AK guy. We're talking about Papa Kalash, Daddy AK. We're talking about the AK50 in Airsoft, baby!
Seriously?
What?
I just heard you get hard.
And yes, this may seem clickbaity, but no, it's not, because, of course, it could be done, can be done, and really hope Papa Kalash is not upset that I am talking about this and or might try to take down this video, although I don't think he does. Who knows? I might get Papa Kalash to actually comment on this. Anyway, so, as many of you know, we have a lot of 50 caliber style rifles in Airsoft, be it from the Intervention, the Barrett, Bullpup Barrett, or even just everything in general. But what we don't have, but something I think Brandon Herrera, aka the AK guy, should think about, and this is something I think would be actually really cool for the weapons industry, is actually looking at Airsoft as a type of means to prototype their guns' actions to see if it could work. Now, what I'm talking about in general is just two versions of it. A gas blowback version and an AEG version. But we're going to go AEG first because AEG is, well, probably a lot easier and something that could be done. Either way, so, what is the AK50? For those of you who are not initiated into the Church of Kalashnikov, into the Orthodox Church of Kalashnikov, and have been living under a rock and or just do not care in general about pew-tubing or pew-pew or bang-bang, what have you, the AK50 is exactly what it sounds like. It's a 50 caliber AK! Not a Beowulf, an actual 50 BMG AK that Papa Kalash is currently working on, and actually has a hot boss song about.
Fuel is my obsession, to make the perfect weapon, like Rasputin's rise to the top. Papa Kalash, you can stop.
I do love the internet. I love Russia. Oh, thank you, Papa Kalash, for bringing this to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, how could this be done for Airsoft? Relatively simple, actually, and would be great for prototyping. Now, what you can do is simply this. You could take the AK body that you have, be it metal or what have you, because he has done prototypes in the past. He has done actual firing prototypes, but he's still working on it. Now, something that could be done is actually taking the stamp steel receiver and essentially taking, well, in a sense, the version 3 gearbox and beefing it up. Now, this one is from a JG electric blowback, which is upper wired, because of course it was, but if you take something like this, which is rear wired, like just the version 3 in general, and actually scale it up and beef it up to fit inside the gearbox, that would actually be really good. Now, I'm not really a technical guy when it comes to Airsoft. I just explain the shit and tell you exactly, could this work, could it not work, one of those things. But the way it could work, like I said, is just take a version 3 gearbox, beef that fucker up so that way it, well, like I said, it works for Airsoft. Now, using the, not this one, my bad. I don't want to use the AK-12 for this one. Let me grab an actual AK receiver. Take the AK receiver here and beef it up to the 50 caliber specs. At which point it would be easy to do for AEG, because once again with the Barrett 50 cals in Airsoft that are AEG, it's not that hard to do. And while a lot of you are screaming in the comments section saying, no, version 2! It's a fucking AK! You're telling me you want me to, if Papa Kalash basically sees this video, which I hope he does, that would be an honor to actually be seen by him, but you're telling me you want me to put, you're telling me you would want a capitalistic version 2 for Armalite rifle for AR-15 to put into AK. Bleat! You didn't hoy, Bill. But no, seriously though, take an AK receiver, you beef it up to 50 cal, you put a beefed up version 3 gearbox into that fucker, and you go from there. Now, in terms of the actual magazines, the way the AK-50 is set up is it's set up to feed actual Barrett magazines, which is actually pretty smart considering that in Airsoft we have a shit ton of Barrett 50 cal magazines that are essentially, and I can't believe I'm saying this, is essentially VN style 20 rounders inside a big hollow magazine. Let's not do that. What we should do, however, is actually fully redesign the magazine. With the advent of 3D printing, you could actually redesign the magazine to be an actual large fucking mag with, of course, the VN style. Yeah. So, in saying that, how would the AEG perform? Or at least, what would the internals of the AEG be? The internals of the AEG would be, obviously, a beefed-up version 3 gearbox, would be a wholly redesigned magazine that would actually be a fucking large mid-cap, essentially, because if you look at the Barrett 50 cal mag we have in Airsoft, I bet you anything, that thing will be a huge mid-cap that would basically do the whole snake thing all the way through, and would be amazing. Jumping up the 190 mid-cap style magazine to probably damn near 200 or 280. Again, large magazine. Large. Actually do something with that, people. Seriously. Now, the big thing about it is that, what about the Hopup? Now, I am going to say this now. While, yes, an AK slide style Hopup chamber would be nice, it's just one of those things of, I think it would be a little difficult for people to actually try and do, which I say that now, but again, it's fucking 50 cal, so pulling back that large charging handle and actually messing with it wouldn't be that hard, so I'm going to leave that to you in the comment section to argue over which one should go for. The two Hopup styles I would actually like to go with would either be the standard slide style AK, or version 2 M4 style rotary Hopup. Now, obviously, these types of Hopups are not just in M4s, they're also in a lot of other guns, such as, I believe, the AK50, I believe there's one in the FN2000 Airsoft replica, and I think there's some in the SCAR models as well. You can correct me in the comments section if I'm wrong on that, but it's just one of those things. But you could obviously do something like this, but I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comment section to argue over which one will be better for an AK50 Airsoft replica. Now, as for the company that could possibly make this, if Papa Kalash was to actually go do this, would be, of course, the glory greatest country, Mother Russia, LCT. Because, of course, LCT is out of Mother Russia. Or Ukraine. One of the many Slavic countries. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Russia. It's one of those things. All I know is he's probably going. All I know is that he could go to a Russian company to actually do this, or he could actually go to the other companies that could do this. I mean, Snow Wolf's a good example, since Snow Wolf does make a Barrett 50 cal, or he could go to Evike or the 6mm Pro Shop and actually do that. Again, it's one of those things of, I fully believe he would go to Russia for this one because LCT makes the best damn AK Airsoft replicas in Airsoft, and by God, Brandon, please, for the love of God, go to Russia. Go get one of the Russian companies to do it. They will do your design justice in the Airsoft world. I'm begging you here. Now that we have covered the AEG side of things, what about gas blowback? Because a gas blowback would actually be a better example and would probably do well for prototyping and even seeing how your design would work, since gas blowbacks essentially run off the same style of system that an actual real steel would, and it is close to real steel specs to a degree, mind you, just a 50% chance of error, more or less, in terms of the actual design. But either way, you guys can argue that in the comments section if you want. So, how would a gas blowback work? A gas blowback, in terms of a company I believe Brandon can go to for this, would be, of course, GHK, baby! Yes, GHK. The guys who make really awesome AK gas blowbacks, the guys who make really awesome AUG gas blowbacks, the guys who make really awesome SIG gas blowbacks, and the guys who make a lot of sweet, awesome gas blowbacks. Sweet Jesus Christ, yes! Just yes! Now, how would that work? Like I said, it would basically be based off the same design that Brandon's using. And it would be great for prototyping his actual gun and the real steel AK50. And with a gas blowback Barrett magazine, yes, you heard correctly, gas blowback Barrett magazine, you could basically run that thing to either be CO2 or green gas / propane, or even HPA tap that son of a bitch, so that way you could have an HPA fucking AK50. Now, I'm saying this. But it's one of those things of, I don't know a lot about gas blowback, so I'm just going off of what I've seen of GHK's designs and what they have done. Now, of course, it's going to be one hell of a gas blowback gun because, well, with the Hopup system being a lot different, and of course the magazine being wholly its own design, I can see the AK50 gas blowback being a very popular choice for people who don't want to run the standard Barrett, since the last gas blowback Barrett we had was the 8mm gas blowback Barrett, which I don't believe is being made anymore. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's been discontinued. I've been seeing a lot of conflicting info on that, so you guys are more than welcome to let me know if it's discontinued in the States or if it's still being made overseas. But either way, though, GHK is a good choice for this because, once again, their gas blowbacks are amazing, and they have done great work in the gas blowback scene with their AKs. Now, with that said, what will be the price tag of these two guns? Let's go AEG first, and we can use a good example of this. A standard Barrett AEG would be about $280 to $300. So with a AEG AK50, I could see it being the same price tag, between $280 and $300. I can see it between that price tag because, once again, it's a 50 caliber style AEG. And depending on the parts and everything, it could jump up to $290 to $300, I believe. Again, I'm just purely speculating on this, going off of what we have on the market. However, for you guys who actually know a little bit more about this stuff, a lot more about internals, specs, all that good jazz, you're more than welcome to let me know in the comments section down below exactly what it would be like. Exactly what the price tag would be. Now let's go ahead and go to the GHK stuff because, Jesus Christ! Okay, yes, their gas blowback guns are amazing, and the price tag shows it. Whew, okay. So, gas blowback. How much are we looking at? What's the damage? $500 to probably $600. Understand this is GHK. And because it's a Barrett 50 cal gas blowback, I could see it that way. Now, again, I'm purely speculating here, and you guys are more than welcome to let me know your speculatory price tags of this thing. Because, once again, this is an AK50 for Airsoft. I'm not purely 100% understanding of the economy, or at least inflation, and basically, you know, work going into it, the cost of parts going into these things. So, again, I'm just speculating on price tags. But, here's the thing, and should Brandon Herrera see this video, understand that this is something that could be done pretty well. This would definitely be good for you, and it would definitely help supplement your income, or at least supplement the money that's going to be needed to actually go into the AK50 project, because the Airsoft community, contrary to popular belief, is full of gun nuts, and we love guns. We love it. And even though we might not be able to afford the real steel, we'll be damn sure to get the the actual Airsoft replica, because, by God, we also want to help promote the stuff, because anytime I go out with a 1911 or even any of the other stuff I have, I am more than happy to say, yeah, this is how much it is in Airsoft, and this is how good it is for the real steel. Believe me, I love AKs, I love all guns, and trust me, I'm one of those guys who wants to promote the real steel world as much as possible to my friends, and this is something I honestly would love to see in the Airsoft world as an AK50. And, yeah, that's all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. So, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of the AK50 and Airsoft, what you think a company or the internal specs would be. Let us know down below, because, again, I want to know what you would think of it, what you think the build would be, and if you think LCT would do it justice, because, again, Russian company, they know AKs. They do it right. And to anyone who's about to say, oh, what about SEMA, what about JG? Fuck that shit! This is the AK guy. This is Papa Kalash. This is Daddy AK. There ain't no way in hell I could see him going to these companies who wouldn't do the AK justice. I would see him going to Russia, to the actual Russian Airsoft companies, because they know AKs, they know what they're doing, and I could see him doing that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Airsoft Al, and would you kindly consider liking, disliking, leaving a comment, and as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all in the next video. Till next time, later!